looking for me, Pretty Lou?
Hey, brother.
Thank you.
Can you believe it? The Samson Project? Holy sh**. Major coup. What I would have paid to see the look on old man Franklin's face when he found out.
No kidding. They were sure they got it wrapped.
Pompous or what?
Yeah, but these guys won the major contracts in this town for the past 30 years, so when it comes to reason, they'd expect this one too.
The old farts haven't come up with a new design in the last 29.
Hey, big guns, big bucks, contacts and connections.
We can play that game too.
How do you mean?
Alicia's uncle was asked to sit on the board of Samson Electronics.
What? No. When?
A month ago?
And when did you tell me?
I don't want to get your hopes up. I really didn't know if he'd have any influence.
Well, did he?
Couldn't hurt. Don't sweat it. The reason we won that contract is because your design, it was outstanding. We just need somebody to point that out.
Actually, the timing couldn't be better. We couldn't renew the lease on the office without landing something substantial.
So we'll see you two Saturday night?
Yeah, but you guys shouldn't be going through all this trouble.
You know, Alicia, any excuse to throw a party. You know, Alicia can be a real sometimes, but she knows how to throw a party.
Is it 6 o'clock?
We got 6:02.
I gotta go. I got my orders. Maggie told me to be home at 6, not a minute sooner, under pain of death.
What's she got playing this time?
I have no idea, but then again, I never do.
Hey, have a good birthday.
Stop. Do not pass. Remove the clothing immediately. That's right, Buster. Strip. Any deviation from these instructions could result in extreme bodily harm. Proceed to stereo. Push play button. Proceed to bathroom. Enter tub and await further instructions.
Baby, this is a song instead of a kiss for all of you who ache, who long nights like this. A song instead of a touch, darling. This is a song instead of a touch. To all of you who wait so long, need so much. It is for those who like to cling. It is to those
Hello, birthday boy.
I sing. Here is a song instead of a moon. Instead of a soothing touch in the afternoon.
You okay back there? Do you want some more hot water?
It's okay. Thanks.
I should actually consider going out soon because I'm beginning to get pruned.
Oh, just a second. Sit up, okay? I just want to try something first.
Crayons, Maggie.
Sure. I borrowed them from Katie. We can play Join the Dots. How do you think Picasso got started?
This stuff washes out, right?
It's just soap. It all sets up later.
Okay. When do I get to play?
Soon.
Instead of a soothing touch.
Hey, Jessica, just stay a while longer. What's the rush? Jessica, oh, come on.
I have to go, Todd. I have work in the morning.
Huh?
Work, Todd? Remember work?
Nothing left but misery. She's got everything. My George Strait poster, my beer fridge, and my toaster. That's just my luck, and there goes my truck. There's nothing here at all. He's my best friend. I'll never see that dog again. She took everything and made him see nothing left.
Great. She's great. Oh, gee. Thanks, mister. I have one of those somewhere. I just couldn't find it. And, you know, it's so nice of you to stop. You know, most people wouldn't have bothered.
Get it over to the impound ASAP. Let forensics know we're on the way. Listen up, everybody. I want everything from here. Everything. You got it? Got it. Get it done.
I absolutely loved my birthday present, Mrs. Clausen. Thank you.
Well, I'd consider it soap and a rope.
I love the day you came up to the door all wrapped up in cellophane. Looking for the man from Glass.
I won't be doing that again.
Why not? I loved it.
My timing was so off that day. I thought I heard you at the mailbox.
Oh.
And I whipped the door open. Poor old Mr. Rosenblum basically had a stroke. Dropped the flyers and ran.
Take my breath away when you need love. I give it, so don't lead my heart astray. I saw you coming, let me fall. Dark skies in your eyes, such a strange energy.
You're really happy about this contract, aren't you?
Actually, I'm relieved.
About Larry, the partnership.
Yeah, he's never seemed particularly fond of working in the office, but hey, if he can clinch those deals, then great, I can handle the rest. I mean, I owe him that much. Do you remember how it was before I met him?
Sure. Larry's a born salesman. I bet you he popped out already talking, wearing a little blue suit and carrying a tiny wee application.
Yeah, but he's always positive. He's always aggressive. I mean, the guy can pitch. I could never do that. Like, if I made a presentation, I would point out every single flaw, every single imperfection, no matter how small they are. I'd blow the whole deal away.
Okay, you're being too hard on yourself.
No, I'm being realistic. I just know my limitations, that's all. Aren't we supposed to pick up Katie?
No, she's staying with her little friend. Overnight.
Do you think she'll ever warm up to me?
Sure. I did. Didn't I?
That, my lady, is very true.
We interrupt this program for an important announcement. Police are asking the public for help in locating a missing woman, Jessica Cars, age 24, 5'6", 110 pounds, and long blonde hair. She was last seen by friends Wednesday evening
That
at
off,
a
would you?
local restaurant wearing a gray skirt, jean jacket, and high boots. Her car was found abandoned on Highway 19 with signs of a struggle. Anyone with
Please,
information on
it's
the
giving me the
whereabouts
creeps.
of Miss Cars is asked to contact your local police department.
Watson. What? Okay, Jesus, just give me a sec. But wait. He called. He said he killed her, Jessica Cars.
Who called?
He said this is where she is, but it's just a bunch of numbers.
15, 7, 8, 10, 849. These are coordinates. These are map coordinates. Get Turner in here. I'm gonna need him.
So, what's the story? You've been humming all morning.
Oh, things are looking up. Frank and Larry landed a big contract, big enough to really get them on their feet.
That's great.
Yeah. And Larry and his wife are throwing a party this weekend to celebrate.
So, what's she like?
Alicia? I never met her, actually. But she's lawyer, sort of severe.
So she's been a bitch, right?
Well, actually, Frank calls her Alicia the Hunt.
Ouch. So, does this mean you're gonna go, if this project works out, you're gonna go back to designing?
I'll go back to designing. Well, that's the plan, anyway.
Well, I have to admit, I'm not nuts about the idea of working here without you.
No.
Shit, who am I gonna talk to?
Oh, there's always Dave. Dave, hi. How are you? You here to pick up your check? Here you go.
Thanks.
Well,
Well, what?
go on, go for it.
Give me a break. No. Stop.
What's with that guy?
Oh, it's just Dave. He's always taking pictures. I actually saw some of his stuff. He's pretty good.
Oh, is that the guy that Jane...
Yeah. I just know that she likes him. She gets all nervous and twitchy when he's around.
An interest on his part?
Honestly, I can tell. He's a little different. I don't think he's ever had a girlfriend or anything like that. He's so quiet. Doesn't he say so?
What? What now? What's...
Looks like we got another one, boss.
Is it,
Jesse Pitt. Yeah. At least they think so. Some kids found her.
what, little kids?
Nah, teenagers. Came to make out.
They won't be doing that again. Did you notify?
Yeah.
Can we get a puppy?
Oh, sweetie, I don't know. Dogs aren't allowed in most rentals.
Why not?
Well, they bark for one, and you have to take them for walks.
I could do that, Mom.
Well, let's talk to Frank. See what he thinks, okay? Hi.
Hey, sweetheart.
Hi.
Katie thinks she might like to have a pet.
Oh, yeah? Well, there aren't many things we can put in an apartment, but we can work something out. How about fish? Hey, fish are nice, they're fun to watch, and there's so much more than just goldfish. Maybe we can get one of those weird South American or African fish. What do you think? Okay, and perhaps we can get one of those black fish with big buggy eyes. My sister used to have one of those. She named him Cyclops. He only had one eye and he used to swim like this.
Never mind.
Okay, how about a turtle? Hey, turtles are fun. I used to have one. I named him Howard. Perhaps you will name yours Michelangelo or Raphael or Donatello. Katie?
I said never mind.
Watson.
Hi, Watson. It's me again.
You have some information?
Don't try to keep me on the line. I'm not that stupid. It's about Melanie Lastman.
So what can you tell me about her?
The magic number is 19, 42, 8, 10, 37.
mutilated body of Melanie Lastman, a 26-year-old waitress, was discovered earlier today at the end of Road 146, along and abandoning clues to the identity of the roadside slayer.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you later.
You need some help out here?
Wasn't expecting a visit.
Oh, well, if you weren't, you should have been. How many bodies have you got piled up now? Huh? Wait, no, don't tell me, I know. 3. 3! I am getting a lot of pressure. The public wants to see somebody in custody.
Who? You want me to just drag in some guy off the street, or you want me to get the sick that's
Don't
doing
you
it?
get smart with me!
All due respect, Commissioner, we're doing our best.
Now, I can arrange for extra uniforms if that's what you need, but we can't have another Winters situation.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, if you're feeling a little gun-shy, lost your nerve, that would be totally understandable.
I haven't lost anything, Commissioner.
Don't get defensive.
I'm not defensive, Commissioner. I'm offended. It's different.
You just get this situation under control ASAP, or heads are gonna roll. And Lionel, yours will be the first on the block.
What the hell? Forbes has a history.
What kind of a history?
He shot the wrong guy.
Really? Were there charges?
Yeah, he was cleared, but it took a while. This guy, Carl Winters, pulled a gun and Forbes killed him. But he wasn't the serial killer they were after.
Serial killer.
He was just some stupid street punk.
Is this the guy who stabbed all those girls?
Yeah, 5 of them.
That's gotta sting.
You can say that again.
Yeah.
You okay, boss?
Sure. Why wouldn't I be?
Jacobs, you think he's back?
No. The pathology's all wrong.
Maybe he's changed his methods.
I doubt it. People like this just don't change. Their urges don't let them. This guy was one sick, twisted bastard, but this new guy's even more depraved.
Frank and I are leaving soon, sweetie. So, what do you think?
You look like a clown.
What? Are you being silly?
Oh, you look beautiful.
Really? Is my makeup okay? It's not too much?
Not at all. Why?
Just something Katie said.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm so glad you finally were able to come out and have a good time with us.
Yeah.
Now, you really must make most of this evening. I've invited some very, very important people. You need some wine. I'll be right back.
Of course, our firm is actually handling the merger of McCormick Steel and the Borden Industries, right, which will set us up to the top of our field.
Who are all these people?
I haven't the slightest idea.
There you are. Now, I'm going to introduce you to a few people, okay? Remember, darlings, you can never overlook the opportunity to do a little networking. Alana, Lena, hi, how are you? How's the cheese? Very good. This is Frank and Margaret, okay?
Hello.
Talkie. Okay.
How are you? I didn't realize Alicia and Larry are so well off.
Actually, they're not.
They're not?
Alicia is.
Oh.
Hi.
I'm really working on my grip.
My left hand tends to turn too much to the right, and my left elbow was up higher than the right.
I wasn't happy with him at all. As a decorator, he's highly overrated. He did a lovely job at the Macmillans, but he certainly didn't please me. And the bill, with what he charged me, I could have built a whole new wing.
Let's find Larry.
Kitchen?
Kitchen.
Hi.
Hello. Hiding out, are you? Hi, guys. Come on in. How is it out there?
Yeah,
They're a little scary, aren't they?
they're a little stuffy.
More like stuffed.
Sorry about that. Alicia tends to get carried away. Would you like to sample the snacks?
Sure. Thank you.
Frank?
I better pass, thank you. I'm on a diet.
On a diet? You?
Yeah, just cutting down. I gained some weight after I quit smoking, so...
Well, Frank's idea of a diet is switching to light beer. Actually, I guilted him into giving up smoking. He always said that if I quit biting my nails, he would stop smoking, and ta-da.
Speaking of sharp nails, keep an eye out for Alicia. She informed me earlier today that I'm no longer to rinse mushrooms. Anybody who is anyone knows that you have to use a special mushroom brush.
Okay.
Personally, anything that's grown in, I prefer to wash.
Frank tells me you taught at Bradley.
Yeah, 4 years.
I went to school there. Mostly night class. That's what I could afford, but still, I'm surprised we didn't meet.
Well, it's a big school. I didn't really do much teaching when I was there. I was more of an assistant. I marked papers while I was working on my doctorate. And Alicia wanted me out of there. She thought it was a dead end.
This is absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
Larry made that himself, honey.
I have a woodworking shop in the basement.
He's got every single power tool he can think of. This guy can make just about anything.
Huh. Anything except money. Eight and a half. You're wondering your shoe size, aren't you? Might as well take a few pictures.
Do you have a deadbolt?
What?
A deadbolt on your door.
I don't believe this. I had a similar conversation just last night with my mother. Okay, what's got you raving?
I'm not raving.
You peeked at the paper when you went to get coffee, didn't you?
I'm just concerned about you. You live alone.
Yes, I live alone, but I do have a deadbolt on my door, and I even happen to carry some pepper spray in my purse.
Really?
Really. And there's this 87-year-old woman in my building who thinks we should enter into this horrible form of entrapment. She cheerfully refers to as the buddy system.
Maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Oh, terrific. I'm supposed to check on her once a day to make sure she hasn't croaked, and she's going to be checking on me whenever she feels like it because she's a nosy old woman? Jesus.
Jane.
Well, it's true. Actually, I don't particularly want to be the first to know. Somebody can tell me later, preferably after the body's been removed from the premises.
Jane, you're changing the subject.
Look, everybody has freaked out over this roadside slayer business. but I feel very safe, so don't worry about it.
How can you? He's going after women our age.
Right, but how? Where? Roadside Slayer means exactly that, Maggie. I don't drive.
Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Okay, I can do this. Of course I can. I'm a smart person. I'm a nice person. I'm a warm, friendly person. Hi. Hi. Hi, how are you? Hi. What are you up to? Hi. How are you? Doing anything later?
Hi, Jane. Actually, I got some plans this weekend. Me and a few buddies are going down to the bowling alley.
Oh.
Yeah, I love bowling.
Yeah.
That's how I stay fit. Yeah. Me, Merle, Harvey, we never miss a chance to have a good old bowling night.
Oh.
Got my own bowling ball. Even got my own shoes, baby. Yeah. None of those fungus farms for Marvin Eugene Shankleford. No sirree, not for me. Probably have a couple of beers, you know, maybe a burger or two. You're welcome to come if you like.
Oh, I don't think so. That sounds awfully athletic to me, so.
Why do you got your back up against the wall like that?
Oh, it's from sitting at my desk all day. I do these exercises to improve my posture, relieve the tension in my lower back.
Tension, is that right? Well, I got a few methods that can help you relieve that tension.
I'm good. No.
Good night, Dave.
Bye.
Dave's my friend. Well, hell, darling, if you don't like bowling, I mean, I can probably be persuaded to engage in some other physical activities.
Meg, put that down. Okay.
So, what do you think we should do about Katie? Should we really get her a fish?
Yeah, barracuda.
Right. She's just a little girl.
Well, you heard the girl, Maggie. She doesn't want to fish.
No, she doesn't. She wants a puppy.
Oh, no. I hope you explain to her why we cannot have one. I mean, not here, Maggie. There's no way. Hey. Eventually, we'll be living in our own place. Maybe then. In the meantime, what can I do to cheer my wife up? Do you want to play Try the Dots?
Jane, did you see my sweater? That pink one?
No. Maybe you left it in your car.
I'm sure I brought it into work the other day.
That just came for you.
I'm not feeling that well. I'm gonna take off early.
Oh, okay. We'll feel better.
Thanks.
Maggie!
Hi.
Why, is she in bed already?
Frank, it's after 10.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry. I got carried away. I didn't realize how late it was.
Why don't you put this stuff away and I'll make you something to eat?
Oh, that'll be great. Something small, though. Just a sandwich. You know, I have way too much work to do tonight.
Tonight?
Yep. I'm up to my eyeballs for this stuff. It's the Samson project. I feel like I'm developing an ulcer. I have this constant, sick, twisted feeling right here.
You mean like a constant gnawing sensation? Like you've got a small rodent, squirrel or rat or something in there?
Yep.
And it's chewing away at your insides relentlessly, day and night?
Yeah. You know exactly what I mean.
No.
Babe, I'm not kidding. I'm really, really feeling the pressure. It's just too much to do.
Why you? Why is it always you? What about Larry?
Larry. He doesn't concern himself with paperwork. All this guy does all day is about Alicia. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if those two got a divorce.
And what about us? Will we be getting a divorce?
Not a chance. We can't afford one anyway.
Frank, I really need to talk to you about something. I'm
Worried about Katie, I know. Listen,
But
I'll try and spend more time with her, I promise. No buts, Maggie, okay? I know you're worried about her. Is she asleep?
No, I just heard her singing to herself a little while ago.
How about I just go and tuck her in?
I don't know, she's been awfully difficult lately.
She'll come around. By this time next month, kid will be nuts about me. Hey, sweetie, you asleep?
Yes.
I'm so sorry I wasn't here earlier to have dinner with you and your mom.
Who cares?
But hey, I thought I'd come in and tuck you in anyways. All right. We'll do it your way, kid.
Forbes has a history. He shot the wrong guy.
Is this the guy who stabbed all of you?
Yeah, 5 of them.
I'll do what you want, I swear! How many bodies have you got piled up now?
Don't try to keep me on.
Lost your nerve? That would be totally understandable.
Everything all right, miss?
Thank you, officer. I thought you were.
Mr. Klassen, I just want to get a couple of things straight. So the sitter called you when your wife didn't arrive to pick up your daughter?
Yeah, no, Maggie's daughter, Katie's Maggie's daughter. We haven't been married that long.
Okay, you said that she normally gets home around 5:30. Is that right?
Yeah, but she was planning on working late tonight. She told her sitter she'd be there by 8.
Any chance she's visiting a family or friend?
No, she only has her mother, but she lives about a 2-hour drive away from here. Maggie's a very private person. She doesn't have many friends, you know, and she would never do that. She would let me know.
How are you and your wife getting along, Mr. Klassen?
What do you mean?
Any marital problems, any money problems?
No, nothing.
Was she upset about anything?
No.
Are you sure? Because sometimes people disappear because they want to.
Not a chance, okay?
No offense, Mr. Klassen. All right, Mr. Klassen, I'm going to need a complete description of how she was dressed and a recent photograph.
Hey, come in. Hi, sweetheart.
Any news?
So, did you have a good time with Aunt Alicia and Uncle Larry?
They're not my aunt and uncle.
You can just call us Alicia and Larry if you'd like, okay, sweetheart?
Hey.
Where's Mommy?
Mommy had to go away for a little while, sweetheart. For work. But I'll tell you what. Why don't you go play with your dolls so the grown-ups can talk?
Sorry about that. I wasn't thinking.
Frank, if it helps, we could keep her for another night, if you'd like.
There's no need. Meg's mom coming tonight. Thanks, Tom.
Okay.
Have you heard anything at all?
They found her car.
They've... Oh my God.
Where?
Highway 22. Just sitting there, abandoned. There were no signs of struggle, they say.
Well, maybe we should,
No.
stay or...
It's fine, Alicia. Really.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye, Frank.
Bye.
A massive police search is now underway in the vicinity of Wilder Township. The abandoned car of Margaret Clausen, age 30, was found late yesterday afternoon on Highway 22. While police wait for forensic reports, volunteers are combing the area for clues to the whereabouts of the woman who may be the latest victim of the roadside slayer.
Frank? 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 I'm sorry, Frank. I was going to let you sleep at the phone.
When'd you get here?
A couple hours ago.
Oh my God, Kitty's been alone since...
It's okay. I gave her some dinner and put her to bed. She's fine.
Thanks, Bob. I'm glad you're here.
There's a Detective Forbes on the line. I already asked. He just has some questions.
Hello? No, when was that? But she never said anything to me. But who said that? No, I didn't know. Thank you, Detective. Call me.
What is it?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
What did he say?
Apparently, the other day, Maggie was really upset, to the point where she left work early.
You didn't know that?
The other day, he asked me what she was wearing before she left for work, and I didn't know that either. Hey, sweetie, you ready yet?
No.
Okay. What about this one? You used to love this outfit.
No. I want my purple sundress.
Katie, listen. Please be reasonable. It's too cold outside. You can't wear your sundress this time of the year.
I want my purple sundress. And where's my mommy?
Can I help?
Maybe. I don't know what to say. And I'm afraid I don't have patience for this.
We're all on edge. Let me take over. After all, I'm used to children. You just have to let them know who's in charge.
Is that so? Well then, good luck. I gotta blow off some steam.
Hey, baby, what's going on?
Mr. Classen, gear down just for a minute. I just have some questions for you.
More questions?
Just a few.
How about some answers?
Did your wife have any enemies that you know of?
No.
And how about former relationships, any jealous boyfriends?
No.
Okay. What about jealous girlfriends or wives? Could she have had an involvement with a married man at any time?
Of course not.
No one with any grievances against her? No rivalries in the workplace?
No, everybody likes Maggie. She doesn't go around irritating people, Detective.
How about you, Frank? Any business deals gone sour?
No.
What about your love life? Any other women?
Absolutely not.
Okay. You sure? No angry husbands anywhere?
No.
Is there anybody out there that wants to see you miserable?
Other than you?
Thanks, Mr. Klassen. We'll be in touch.
That's it?
That's it. For now.
Hey, sweetie.
It's nice to know who's in charge.
Who are you? Why are you doing this? What are you gonna do to me?
We're gonna get to know each other, Maggie, that's all.
How'd you know my name?
I have your purse.
Who are you?
Maggie. That would spoil everything. You have to guess.
Guess. I thought you were a police officer.
That was the idea. Surprise.
What are you doing here?
The specs on the Samsung account. What else?
I mean, what are you doing here? I said I'd take care of everything.
Yeah, right.
Seriously. Everything's under control. Look, get out of here, would you? You shouldn't be here right now. Please. Go home. Spend some time with Katie.
Any news?
Actually, I just came to talk to Larry. Is he in?
Larry? Larry is just here to sleep these days.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, Alicia. I was actually gonna tell him that I would start bringing work home, you know, to relieve the pressure.
That's not it. Larry and I are having problems.
Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll just, I'll catch him at the office.
Don't bother. He won't be there. You see, Larry found himself a girlfriend.
What? Why would you say that?
He's never home. He says he's always at the office, but I found a couple of receipts from a women's store, a lingerie shop.
Alicia, they're probably just gifts for you.
My birthday was last week, and he got me a bottle of perfume, same as last year.
Basically, you all know what we'd like you to do. You're out on the road every day. You see literally hundreds of people in a single day. Be more persistent. Ask more questions. Maybe someone saw, who knows, something. And post these up every chance you get. And don't forget, folks, Maggie is one of our own. We have Maggie's husband, Frank, with us today, and he'd like to say a few words. Frank?
I just want to say, I just want to say thank you for everything you're doing. I love my wife, and I want her back. Thank you.
Jane, you free tonight?
Oh, jeez.
There's a great pizza place that we can order a pizza.
Hey, Dave! Dave! Hey, it's McClintock in here.
Nope. Wasn't in again.
Shit. I really need the keys to the van, man.
Let's try his locker.
Ah, here we are. Ah. It's pictures to the company Christmas party.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Hey.
Let's see. Any of me?
No, they're all of Maggie. Maggie.
Maggie.
That's weird.
Yeah. That's really weird.
Your trays, Maggie. I need the trays back so I can bring you your dinner. Start pushing them through. Please. Now, Maggie, it appears that you haven't been eating. If I were going to hurt you, would I have gone through all this trouble? You belong here with me. You don't need anyone else, Maggie. You only need me.
Only my friends call me Maggie.
But I am your friend.
Hi.
Hi.
I heard you were off sick. I hope you're okay. Anyway, we had this big meeting after work yesterday. Mr. Miller arranged it with the office staff and the drivers and everybody, and Frank Lassen came, and anyway, I thought you'd like to hear about it. I brought some stuff. Can I come in? This is nice.
Coffee?
Oh, yes, please. Could I use the washroom?
Down the hall on your right.
Hey, hey! You shouldn't have done that!
Last month, random damage. Jesus, Larry. What the hell are you doing?
I thought we agreed I'd take care of everything.
Oh, we did. But this is not exactly what I had in mind.
What's that?
Save it, Larry. Shackleton's real estate auction rental agreement? So tell me, Larry, are you living with her there or just keeping her? Larry, are you gonna come clean with me or what?
Well, the last person that nagged me this much, I had to marry first.
That's not funny, Larry. Everything's a joke with you. I know about your girlfriend. You know what's worse? So does Alicia.
You talked to Alicia?
Yeah. She asked me not to tell anyone, but... she's really upset, Larry.
Don't worry about Alicia. She always lands on her claws.
Knock it off.
Well, we haven't been getting along that well, and...
So? What's new? You know what? This is not my business anyways. I'm sure you'll figure out a way to handle it.
Dave McClintock?
Yeah?
Detective Forbes, St. Mary's Police. We need to speak with you. Can we come in?
Yeah.
What do you know about the disappearance of Maggie Klassen?
What?
Turner Cornelius searched the place.
Hey. Wait. Hey, wait, no!
Hold on. Settle down.
Great, that's just great. She did the same thing an hour ago.
I'm really sorry.
You ruined my pictures.
Finally got her off to sleep. It's been hard on her. She doesn't understand any of this.
Yeah. And she still doesn't know what to make of me. That doesn't help.
It's just been Katie and her mom all these years. There's bound to be some jealousy.
You never knew what to make of me either, did you? When Maggie and I told you we were getting married, you weren't particularly thrilled, were you?
That's not true.
Come on, Dad. I know you never wanted Maggie to marry me. I just want to know why.
It wasn't you, Frank. Honestly. She's been happy with you. I know that. Maggie told me once that you were the only man who ever made her feel safe. I knew you were an architect with his own company, and I thought she meant security, financial security. I was afraid she was gonna, you know, settle.
Settle?
I know now, of course, she didn't mean that at all. I misread her. I'm sorry, Frank. Can I have one of those?
I didn't know you smoked.
I do now.
What about Kitty's father? She never talked to me about him. I keep wondering if we should contact him.
Can't. I don't even know who he is. Anyway, Maggie wouldn't want that. I gather it was a very unhappy situation. Out of something bad came something good. That's all she ever said. Try to get some rest, okay?
Hey, Pat. Did you really think I was wealthy?
Well, not necessarily wealthy. Well off, perhaps?
Well off.
Comfortable, at the very least.
Comfortable? Oh, that's a foreign word. What do you mean you're not holding this guy?
Frank, we've got nothing on him.
What about these?
Frank.
Detective.
Frank.
I met the guy. He's f***ing weird.
Frank, settle down. I know. It's like this guy wanted to be a suspect growing up. The guy's got dozens of pictures of Maggie, which is incriminating, yes. But the truth is that this guy's got dozens of pictures of everybody he's ever met. When I asked him about it, he says, I like to take pictures. That's what I do. So what? And he's right. So what?
So can you tell me why does he keep those inside his locker?
Evidently, Maggie had asked him to bring some of the shots he had taken of her because she was making a photo book for you, for your birthday. Does this ring any bells? According to McClintock, he brought in the pictures. He didn't see Maggie that day, so he left them in his locker. This was confirmed by one of the girls from work. What's her name?
Jane.
Jane. Right. He's weird, we know that, Frank. But I can't arrest him for being weird. Weird's not a crime in this country.
interrupt this broadcast for a special announcement. A major breakthrough has been made in the investigation of the deaths of 3 young women in this community. Although details have yet to be released, police have confirmed the arrest of a suspect they believe to be the roadside slayer.
So what motivates you to do these things, Dodds?
I don't know.
Come on, you're an intelligent man. You must have some insight into what drives you.
How should I know? Maybe I wasn't potty trained properly.
Did you ever see a shrink about your issues?
No.
Just that these murders, they're particularly gruesome. And then there's the sexual aspect.
So?
It's just not usual. Usually victims get murdered because panic. But you don't panic, do you, Tots?
No, I don't.
You're really well prepared, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Maybe I was a Boy Scout.
Yeah, I doubt it. But then again, most sexual deviants are abused as children.
Don't call me that.
Come on, that makes total sense. If you were abused as a child. Because many children that are molested become molesters themselves.
Fuck you. I'm not a pedo. I'd never touch a kid.
Perhaps not. But you do have a certain type, don't you? Why? All the girls are young, blonde, long hair, pretty. Does it remind you of someone, maybe your sister? Maybe an ex-girlfriend? Maybe your mother? Do they remind you of your mother, Dodds?
You sick
Do you hate your mother, Dodds? Did she hurt you? Maybe touch you sexually when you were young?
off. Leave my mother out of this.
What about Jessica Cars? You admitted to killing Jessica Cars, but you won't admit to the others. Why?
Why should I? What's in it for me?
But you know what, Dodds? I'm sick of this bull. What do you know about Jesse Pitt? What about Jesse Pitt, Dodds? What can you tell me about Jesse Pitt?
Yeah, I already said so, didn't I?
But you didn't call in her location.
I didn't need to. Those kids did it for me.
What can you tell me about Margaret Klassen?
I told you. I didn't do Margaret Klassen. Wish I did, though. Fine luck and peace.
Frank, Mr. Klassen. Mr. Klassen. Just a few questions, sir.
Hey, get off me! Hey, asshole!
Hey!
What have you done to my wife?
Hey, get him out of here!
Stop! Where is she?
Stop!
Where is she?
Get him out of here!
Where is she?
I'm supposed to get protection.
Get him out of here!
Get that asshole.
What are you doing? Get him the fuck out of here!
Hey, all I did your wife. She was great. Such a f***ing dad. She loved it.
Shut the f*** up! Get him to my office and keep him there. Settle down. Knock it off. Stop! Enough! What is this?
Green tea. It's very healthy.
I asked for coffee.
It's loaded with antioxidants, improves brain function, lowers your risk of cardiovascular...
Turner, please. Sit.
I'm fine.
Please.
Is he the guy?
Well, yes and no, Frank.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Listen, let me finish. His name is Malcolm Dodds. He's confessed to the murders of 2 women. The good news is that your wife's not one of them, okay? I believe in a matter of time, we'll be able to connect him to all 3 murdered women. It'll be about 2 weeks before DNA testing comes back. Right now, the guy's holding out information. He's trying to work himself a deal.
I don't get it. What do you mean?
I'm saying that we have no reason to believe that the guy's had anything to do with your wife's disappearance.
And you bought that? Didn't you question him? I heard the guy.
Frank, he was just blowing off air.
But-
Listen, Frank, this guy is a braggart. He calls in within 24 hours to confirm the murders. In your wife's case, there was no call.
He always calls. He always calls. You knew that he didn't tell me?
I'm sorry, Frank, but if that got out to the press, we'd have every wacko and crank within 1,000 kilometers calling in.
I am not a wacko. I am not a crank, and I'm not the fucking press.
I'm losing my mind, and you're sitting on this.
Frank, excuse me. Yeah. Damn, they're here now? Yeah, I'll see them. Just give me a minute. Thank you. I believe we're done here, Frank. You're gonna have to excuse me.
The hell I do.
You just don't get it, you dumb shit. I just spent 7 hours in a room with a fucking animal that mutilates, murders, and rapes young women. In that order. I told you he had nothing to do with the disappearance of your wife, which gives me every reason in the world to believe she's still alive. Do you get it? Now, if you will please excuse me. I have Jesse Pitt's parents waiting outside.
I'm sorry.
Mr. and Mrs. Pitt, my name is Detective Forbes. Thank you for coming in today.
Hey, Forbes. How about you share some information?
I'm sorry, Mr. Klassen. I have nothing further for you at this time.
Oh, yeah?
Why not? I've answered all your questions. You had dogs in your room for 2 days, and I don't know anything about my wife. Squad, I need some answers, man.
It's an ongoing investigation. I have no further comment at this time.
Detective Forbes, we need a statement about your investigation on the disappearance of Margaret Klassen.
No. No comment.
Frank Klassen, right? You're Margaret Klassen's husband?
Yeah, that's right. I am.
What kind of faith do you have in this police department in solving this crime?
Well, to be honest with you, not much. They won't tell me anything. It's appalling.
Who do you think did it?
They had that creep Dodds in there for 2 days, and I don't know anything.
Do you think Dobbs did it?
Yes. And I don't think anybody's doing anything to try and save my life.
How is your family handling this?
It's not easy. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I don't know where she is. I don't know whether she's in pain. I'm sorry.
Don't cry. Mommy will come home soon. You'll see.
Yes, she will. She will.
You here all night again, boss?
Well, if I can't sleep, I might as well not sleep here, right? Why go home?
It's just not healthy. I hope you took the time at least to have a good breakfast. You remember to take your pills?
Turner.
Okay. Margaret Klassen's husband is here to see you again, and he looks almost as bad as you.
Oh, yeah? Just give me a minute.
You really want to talk to him? I can get rid of him if you want.
No, I asked him to come in today. I got some information from him. You didn't find anything else, did you?
Nah, he checks out. His wife doesn't come from money, so there's no inheritance to speak of. There's just a small insurance policy, and the little girl's the beneficiary, so you don't like him much, do you?
Nah, he's okay. He's just scared. You know, there's no more pain in the ass than a frantic husband.
Do you have anything for me?
Yeah, I got a couple of things. Frank, sit down, please. Please, please, have a seat. Now, I'm sorry we couldn't let you in on all this before, but evidently everybody that we've spoken to about you has said you're a good guy.
Wait a second. You've been around asking questions about me?
We're doing an investigation, Frank. You want us to be thorough, right? All right, your landlord, Mr. Rosenblum, he had some comments about you involving some activities with your wife, something involving cellophane. Anyway, we have no reason to believe you had anything to do with the disappearance of your wife.
Thank you.
Forensics got back to us this morning. Your wife's car was tampered with. There was sugar in the gas tank. Now, this brings this investigation a whole new light because the guy we've got under arrest, Malcolm Dodds, this guy chooses his victims at random. In your wife's case, this was an orchestrated crime. I mean, he had to have known your wife's whereabouts and maybe even knew her personally.
Oh, Christ. Why Maggie?
There is something else. I have a report here from the police in Preston. Someone there recognized your wife. It's pretty old, though, like 8 years old. Apparently, she initiated an investigation while she was going to university. Did she tell you about this?
No.
All right, some nut job used to take pictures of her. Pictures of her with her friends, with her boyfriend, with her classmates. And then the guy would cut the other people out of the picture and then send Maggie the pictures.
Just the pictures, nothing else?
There was no threats, there was nothing.
So, did you get the guy?
Well, no. What it says here is that she received 4 packages of these pictures from this guy, but then she graduated, she left town, and the story.
But do you think there's a connection?
Well, we don't know, Frank, but we have to follow up on every lead.
And please don't stop.
What is it?
This just came in. Margaret Klassen has mentioned it is not a pretty scenario.
She filed a sexual harassment lawsuit? How come we didn't know about this before?
Typical. The university didn't want any bad press. So to keep it quiet, they had an internal investigation.
Figures.
Apparently, this guy was a prominent law professor. He wasn't fired. He was strongly urged to take early retirement. And then he killed himself.
Jesus.
So, Maggie, what shall we talk about today? Have you
No.
No matter. There's plenty of time. I trust you discovered the clothes I bought for you. There's no reason to wear the same old things all the time. If you look good, you feel good. Isn't that what they say? Well, Miss Priss disapproves? Isn't it amazing that a tease like you should suddenly become so righteous and pure? Perhaps the contradictory nature of your dual roles has caused this confusion. Wanton temptress and Earth Mother. The terms don't complement each other, do they? Yes, that's it. The child inhibits you. How can you possibly communicate your true erotic needs and desires with the responsibilities of motherhood weighing on your mind? Perhaps if you weren't a mother anymore, you'd feel free to express that lustful, sensual side of yourself.
You leave her alone. You touch her and I'll kill you.
Pictures are nice, aren't they?
They surely are, honey. Lots of wonderful memories in here.
Maybe if you ask Uncle Larry, he'll give you his picture of Mommy for your book.
Uncle Larry has a picture of Mommy?
Yes, when I stayed there, I saw it on his desk.
And what were you doing on his desk?
Aunt Alicia said to look for a pencil so I could draw pictures.
I see. Must have been a picture of Mommy and me from the party.
No, just Mommy. It was a cutout picture.
What do you mean a cutout picture, sweetheart?
A cutout like what I have for my dolls.
Detective Forbes, please. Well, get a hold of him. It's an emergency. Damn it, Turner. It's important this time.
You still haven't said if you like the clothes. Come on, Maggie. I have a birthday coming up.
Hello, birthday boy. You bastard.
Come on, Maggie. Be nice.
We can play join dance. You bastard, you fucking bastard!
You should be nice to me. After all, you've caused me a lot of trouble, and I'm still nice to you. I had to leave Preston because of you. You went to the police. You shouldn't have done that, pretty lady. You remember me now, Maggie?
son of a...
Where are you going? You're fine! You're fine!
Megan!
Structure fully engulfed. We're going to take up a defensive posture on this one. You guys bring the hose off of this side, the hand line, and bring it up forward. Defensive only.
I guess we're gonna have to wait until tomorrow. Sir.
What is it?
Just that we're gonna have to wait until tomorrow to recover the body. We're gonna have to dig out the basement.
Right.
You're there. You're all right. You're all right now. Another one of those nightmares then, have you? I'm not surprised with what you've been through. You have a sip of this. We'll try and get you back to sleep, okay? Maybe this will help. I'll leave the door open a crack. Now you ring if you need anything at all, dear. Anything.
She's even lovelier than I remember.
Told you. You like?
I like.
I told Frank we take really good care of Katie. I know the irony, right?
It is her own fault.
That's right.
She brought this on herself. My father was a good man. He would have never done what she said. She may as well have hung him herself.
True. You're right as always, my darling.
See my puppy, Mommy? His name is Leonardo.
Yes, he's very cute. Leonardo, you were close.
Yeah, actually, he's a she. Minor technicality. Okay, Katie, sweetie, Mommy's very tired. We gotta let her sleep, okay?
Okay.
Frank.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm right here. Just putting Katie to bed, okay? Be right back.
Okay.
Good night, sweetie.
Hi.
Dark time has arrived, we're falling into the night. There's nothing left to see the light. The shadow closed our eyes, discovering deep within. Follow things we desire, burning with emotional fire. My soul cries out for hope. But it seems you're letting go. You're holding to the night. And when you open up your eyes, can we sail away? Catch the falling star and reach beyond the night. There's no light. Something's out of freeze. We're flying with broken wings, and now holding on to dreams that only let us fall apart. And all I feel is pain. I'm stopping from my mistake. Now I'm screaming at the wall for ripping your heart to love. Oh.